Chapter 3407. Brother Mo, thank you for your help in repelling the 9 heavenly evil race. Ding Sun approached Mo Qingyun with a kind smile and cupped his fists at Mo Qingyun. Mo Qingyun waved his hand in response to Ding Sun's gratitude and said, Brother Ding, there's no need for thanks. After all, I've received benefits from you. As soon as Mo Qingyun said this, Yin Chao, who had some opinions about him, said, You actually used 10 days of glorious light to deal with a quasi-sage. You're not just receiving benefits, you're taking advantage of the situation. Ding Sun's face turned cold when he heard Yin Chao's words. He shouted, Yin Chao, there's no need to be rude. Step aside. Yin Chao showed an unwilling expression when he heard Ding Sun's reprimand and walked to the side. After Yin Chao walked to the side, an apologetic look appeared on Ding Sun's face, and he said, Brother Mo, Yin Chao is a straightforward person. I apologize on his behalf. Please don't take his words to heart. Brother Ding, you don't have to take it to heart. I'm a magnanimous person. Mo Qingyun waved his hand nonchalantly at Ding Sun's apology. He glanced at Yin Chao and said with a smile, Besides, even if I'm taking advantage of the situation, what can he do to me? Ding Sun was dumbfounded when he heard Mo Qingyun's words. Then, he looked at Mo Qingyun with a strange gaze. Mo Qingyun's words were too infuriating. Ding Sun was silent for a moment. Then he couldn't help but sigh and say, It seems that Yin Chao's impoliteness towards you was the correct decision. Ha! Mo Qingyun laughed loudly and didn't show any displeasure. Mo Qingyun and Ding Sun joked a little, and their relationship became much closer. Ding Sun revealed a curious look and sized up Mo Qingyun a few more times before saying, Brother Mo, you give me the feeling that you're a human. However, why do I sense the aura of the monstrous clan's bloodline on you? Furthermore, when you attacked earlier, you activated the bloodline of the Dark Heaven Holy Gate. At this moment, Ding Sun was extremely curious about Mo Qingyun's background. Hearing Ding Sun's question, Mo Qingyun thought for a while and smiled. My background is a little complicated. I can't explain it clearly in a short time. To be exact, I am indeed a human. As for the power of my bloodline, I have received the inheritance of several seniors. After Mo Qingyun said so, Ding Sun showed an expression of sudden realization and roughly guessed the situation. Ding Sun sighed. Brother Mo, even though I don't know what you've experienced, but from your words, I can guess that your experiences must be very rich. Mo Qingyun nodded with a faint smile and did not refute this. His experiences since his rebirth were indeed rich to the extreme. Even some old monsters who had lived for countless years might not be able to compare to him. After figuring out Mo Qingyun's background, Ding Sun struggled for a while before saying, Brother Mo, since your essence is that of the human race, you and I could be considered to be of the same sect. We are both disciples of the Human Emperor sect. I wonder if you are willing to join the Human Emperor sect? If you are, I can ask for permission on your behalf. If nothing unexpected happens, with your astonishing talent, you will be highly regarded by the sect leaders. After Ding Sun finished speaking, he revealed an expectant expression and waited for Mo Qingyun's reply. Under Ding Sun's gaze, Mo Qingyun considered for a moment and said, Brother Ding, thank you for your kind intentions. I'm very satisfied with my current identity, so I'm not willing to go through any more trouble. Ding Sun's eyes flashed with intense disappointment when he heard Mo Qingyun's reply. However, Ding Sun did not mind and asked Mo Qingyun, Brother Mo, why don't I see your companions? Did you come in alone? If that's the case, why don't you travel with us? We could take care of each other. Hearing Ding Sun's suggestion, Mo Qingyun revealed a grateful expression and said, Brother Ding, I appreciate your kind intentions. My companions are cultivating in seclusion, and my glorious light is about to be exhausted, so I came out to search for more glorious light. Now, since I have found the glorious light, I should hurry back to meet up with them. After Mo Qingyun finished speaking, he did not want to stay any longer and prepared to go back to find Kong Xian and Kong Xian. Hearing Mo Qingyun's words, Ding Sun no longer urged him to stay. He said, "If that's the case, I won't urge you to stay either. I hope that I can still meet Brother Mo in the Holy War Continent's Holy Glory main city." Mo Chinya nodded and did not say anything else. He turned around and left. Seeing Mo Chinyun walk away, Yin Chao showed a dissatisfied expression and walked to Ding Sun's side and said, "Senior Brother Ding, why are you so polite to him? In my opinion, I should have come out with him and left that kid here." Ding Sun's gaze turned cold when he heard Yin Chao's words. He glared at him and said, "Yin Chao, if you don't want to die, you'd better put away such thoughts. Mo Chinyun is not as simple as you think. When I stood beside him, I clearly felt a strong sense of danger from him. I can guarantee that if we attack him, at least half of us will die even if we leave him behind." Yin Chao's face changed drastically when he heard Ding Sun's words. His eyes widened and he said, "Senior Brother Ding, it can't be as serious as you say, right? Is that kid really that scary?" "He's even scarier than I said." Ding Sun was stern as he gave Yin Chao an affirmative answer. He said, "It's a pity. His wings are already fully developed. It's probably impossible for him to return to the human race now." Ding Sun murmured to himself. He stopped thinking about it and continued on his way with Yin Chao and the others. Mo Chinyun split up with Brother Ding and the others. He hurried on his way at full speed to meet up with Qian Linglong and Qian Yuan. Mo Chinyun thought to himself as he hurried back, "I hope Linglong hasn't finished her cultivation and left with Ziyin." With this thought in mind, Mo Chinyun's speed unconsciously increased a little. Several hours later, Mo Chinyun hurried back to the top of the tribe's mountain. "Ziyin, I'm back. Has Linglong finished her cultivation?" Mo Chinyun shouted impatiently when he arrived at the top of the mountain. He hadn't even entered the hall yet. However, what surprised Mo Chinyun was that it wasn't Ziyin who answered him. Instead, it was an ugly face. "Mo Chinyun, you've only just returned. I'm afraid you won't be able to see your two little lovers." "Yao Xian, it's actually you. Where did Linglong and the others go?" Mo Chinyun's face turned cold when he recognized the person who had walked out of the hall. A cold light flashed in his eyes. Those fellows from the sacred clan of the bright heavens were really persistent. They were always bothering them. Yao Xian smiled coldly when he heard Mo Chinyun's words. "Do you even need to ask?" Chapter 3408. "Very well. All of you can die now." After hearing Yao Xian's reply, Mo Chinyun decided to kill Yao Xian and the others regardless of whether it was true or not. Mo Chinyun shouted coldly. His figure flashed as he attacked Yao Xian and the others. Sealed door. After deciding to kill Yao Xian, Mo Chinyun did not hold back when he attacked. A dazzling door of light quickly formed in Mo Chinyun's hand and was blasted by Mo Chinyun towards Yao Xian. Yao Xian panicked when he saw the sealed door. He immediately shouted to someone, "Yao Qi, help me block this superpower," and quickly retreat outside of the battlefield. After hearing Yao Xian shout, a boundary god emperor youth immediately stood in front of Yao Xian. Then, the sealed door blasted into Yao Qi's body and resolved the crisis for Yao Xian. "You actually came up with such a half-step technique. Interesting." Seeing Yao Xian and the others' actions, Mo Chinyun's eyes flashed with shock. He was a little surprised. Other than the person called Yin Xiuyang on the Heavenly Soul Continent who had used the soul puppet to block it once, his attack had never failed. After asking someone to block the sealed door for him, Yao Xian sneered proudly and said, "Mo Chinyun, although your superpower is powerful, I have already thought of a countermeasure. You won't be able to seal our cultivation. In front of us, you are nothing but a weakling." After hearing Yao Xian's words, Mo Chinyun smiled faintly and said, "Who told you that I can only seal it once? I also want to know how many people you have who can block my sealed door for you. Also, let me tell you one more thing. Even if I don't use the sealed door, I can still easily kill all of you." After Mo Chinyun finished speaking, he took out 50,000 strands of nomological laws, and the aura that he exuded immediately soared. Heaven's Might Overlord Body. Heaven's Might Secret Skill. After activating the 50,000 strands of nomological laws, Mo Qingyun did not stop and used the heaven's might secret skill again. Immediately, thunderclouds began to gather above Mo Qingyun and the others. Seeing this scene, the expressions of Yao Xian and the others changed greatly, and a trace of panic emerged in their eyes. At this moment, a young man walked out from behind Yao Xian. He had a mocking expression on his face as he said, "You really do have some ability. It's understandable that you, Yao Ning, and the others were defeated." As soon as he finished speaking, he turned into a shadow and flew towards Mo Qingyun. Seeing this person make a move against Mo Qingyun, Yao Xian did not dare to be the slightest bit negligent. He hurriedly said, "Cousin Yao, this kid has a lot of tricks up his sleeves. They're very strange. You must not be the slightest bit careless." Hearing Yao Xian's reminder, that Yao nodded and said, "Don't worry, as long as we avoid a sealed door, he won't be a problem." Boom, boom, boom. When Yao Lai attacked, bolts of lightning with threatening auras descended from the sky. Facing the bombardment of the lightning, Yao Si was not afraid at all. She easily defeated the lightning. However, while Yao Si could easily defeat the lightning, Yao Xian and the others could not. Under the attack of the lightning, Yao Xian and the others fell into a perilous situation one by one. Taisher, soaring dragon horse, transformation technique. Facing Yao Qi's attack, Mo Qingyun did not fight to the death. Instead, he quickly dodged. After putting some distance between himself and Yao Qi, Mo Qingyun's figure flashed and attacked Yao Xian and the others. Mo Qingyun's figure flashed, and he appeared in front of Yao Qi, punching out at him. Yao Qi's cultivation was not high to begin with, and now that his cultivation was sealed, his strength fell rapidly. At this moment, facing Mo Qingyun's attack, he was barely able to react. "Cousin Yao Xian, save me." Facing Mo Qingyun's attack, Yao Qi's expression was flustered as he hurriedly asked Yao Xian for help. Unfortunately, Yao Xian's attacks were also unfathomable. To be precise, under the bombardment of the heavens' might secret skill, Yao Xian could not even protect himself. Bang! In a situation where there was no one to save him, Yao Qi was sent flying and his aura was weakening rapidly. Mo Qingyun's attack didn't slow down after he'd pushed Yao Qi back a bit. He continued to chase after Yao Qi and said, "Have you ever thought about who would come to save you after you blocked the attack for Yao Xian?" Hearing Mo Qingyun's words, the people around Yao Xian revealed complicated expressions. The current situation was different from what Yao Xian had said. Previously, Yao Xian had told them that as long as they blocked Mo Qingyun's ability, Mo Qingyun would only be a piece of meat on the chopping block. However, in the current situation, even without the sealed door, Mo Qingyun was still terrifyingly powerful. Even with Yao Xian's intermediate divine emperor cultivation, he could not do anything to Mo Qingyun. This outcome was undoubtedly extremely terrifying to them. Even Yao Xian could not do anything to Mo Qingyun. When facing Mo Qingyun, they would not be reduced to being slaughtered. Go to hell. Mo Qingyun's figure flashed a few times before he arrived in front of Yao Qi and threw a punch. Seeing Mo Qingyun's action, Yao Xian, who was chasing after him, shouted with a black face, "Stop!" Unfortunately, Mo Qingyun did not care about his reprimand at all. Bang! Under Mo Qingyun's punch, Yao Qi's body exploded and he couldn't be more dead. Seeing Yao Qi killed in such a powerful manner, the people around Yao Xian immediately felt a strong sense of panic. "Yao Xian, how dare you lie to us? His strength is not like what you said. Run, we can't continue to stay here. Otherwise, we might all die. When we return to the clan, we have to report this matter." The few people around Yao Xian had a simple discussion, and then they ran for their lives like crazy. Mo Qingyun did not stop them from fleeing. He only stopped Yao Xian and said, "Now that they've all run away, tell me, who else can block the superpower for you?" When he heard Mo Qingyun's words, Yao Xian was so frightened that his face turned pale. His eyes were filled with terror. He clearly remembered that Mo Qingyun had not been so strong when they had last crossed swords. When he saw that Yao Xian was silent, Mo Qingyun's face turned cold. "Since you have nothing to say, I'll send you on your way." Mo Qingyun's figure flashed, and he threw a punch at Yao Xian with the force of a thunderbolt. When he saw Mo Qingyun's action, Yao Xian was so frightened that his face turned pale. He quickly retreated and shouted, "Cousin Yao, save me." Yao Xian's face darkened when he heard Yao Xian's cry for help. "Mo Qingyun, if you dare harm even a hair on Yao Xian's head, even the elders in your clan will not be able to protect you." "Sorry, I'm not afraid of threats." Mo Qingyun responded indifferently to Yao Xian's words. His attacks on Yao Xian did not decrease in the slightest. Following that, Yao Xian senselessly blocked Mo Qingyun's attack with a strong sense of fear before he was sent flying by Mo Qingyun. After sending Yao Xian flying with a punch, Mo Qingyun's attacks did not decrease, and he continued to attack. Chapter 3409. Bang! Mo Qingyun's figure flashed and arrived in front of Yao Xian. He punched out. Facing Mo Qingyun's attack, Yao Xian could not resist at all, and his body exploded. With his body exploding, Yao Xian was scared out of his wits. His primordial spirit escaped in a panic. However, just as Yao Xian's primordial spirit escaped, Mo Qingyun's fist approached. Dying! After hitting Yao Xian's primordial spirit with a punch, Mo Qingyun clenched his fist and erupted with a terrifying power. Then Yao Xian's primordial spirit exploded and quickly dissipated in midair. Seeing such a situation, Yao Xian was stunned for a moment and felt a little disbelief. He did not expect that under his all-out attack, not only did he fail to take down Mo Qingyun, but he also killed a few of his clansmen. He would not dare to believe such an outcome if he did not see it with his own eyes. "Mo Qingyun, you're courting death." Yao Xian shouted angrily and charged towards Mo Qingyun, emitting a strong killing intent. Facing Yao Xian's attack, Mo Qingyun was not afraid at all. He said coldly, "They're either dead or fled. You are the only one left here. It is indeed your turn." Sealed door. As soon as Mo Qingyun finished speaking, he used the sealed door and attacked Yao Xian. A wisp of a mocking smile appeared on the corners of Mo Qingyun's mouth after he blasted the door of seals away. He said, "Now that you've been polished, I'd like to see who can help you block the door of seals." Hearing Mo Qingyun's words, Yao Xian's expression changed and a trace of shock flashed across his eyes. Under the intense anger, he had forgotten about this. Pucci. While Yao Xian was stunned, the sealed door turned into a stream of light and smashed into his body domineeringly. After being attacked by the sealed door, Yao Xian's pupils shrank, and he could clearly sense the situation in his body. His primordial spirit, bloodline, law threads, and divine power were all sealed by a force, and his strength was greatly weakened. What kind of divine ability is this? It's so domineering. When he truly suffered the attack of the sealed door, Yao Kai clearly discovered how terrifying the sealed door was. Just as Yao Shui was feeling astonished, his cultivation began sliding down rapidly. In the blink of an eye, he had fallen to the early-stage God-Emperor realm. Early-stage God-Emperors can't even withstand a single strike. Sensing Yao's cultivation, Mo Qingyun chuckled softly. Mockery appeared in his eyes. "Yao, if you don't have any other trump cards, don't even think about leaving today." Divine Thunder Dragon Transformation Wave. As soon as Mo Qingyun finished speaking, he executed his sacred art and attacked Yao. Boundless divine power blasted out from Mo Qingyun's palm and fused with the 50,000 threads of law. Soon, a huge black lightning dragon formed above Mo Qingyun. Roar. As soon as the black dragon roared, it turned into a black shadow and pounced toward Yao Fei. Facing Mo Qingyun's attack, Yao didn't dare to be careless and immediately used his ability to block it. Holy Healing Heaven Sacred Gate. Facing the lightning black dragon's attack, Yao didn't dare to be careless and immediately executed his innate sacred art. Soon, a white door of light appeared in his palm and flew into his body. After using his innate sacred art to protect his body, Yao didn't hesitate and charged toward the black dragon. Great light, God execution. As Yao charged toward the black lightning dragon, he used his palm as a knife and attacked it crazily. Facing Yao's all-out attack, the lightning black dragon was forced to retreat continuously. The attacks were blocked by him. However, Yao paid a huge price to block the lightning black dragon's attack. Under the lightning black dragon's attack, there were many hideous wounds on Yao's body. Looking at his current state, he wouldn't be able to hold on for long. It seems like you've exhausted all your abilities. I'll have to send you on your way then. Mo Qingyun was worried about Qian Linglong and Qian Linglong. Therefore, he didn't want to waste any more time with Yao and charged toward him. Seeing Mo Qingyun's action, Yao's face darkened and a strong sense of viciousness arose in him. He said, Mo Qingyun, it won't be that easy for you to kill me. As soon as Yao finished speaking, he closed his eyes and entered a state of prayer. Soon, a holy and vicissitude aura erupted from his body. When this power erupted, Yao's aura also rapidly aged. Not long after, a huge whirlpool of light door appeared in front of Yao. His sacred art seems a little like the gate of reincarnation. Seeing the whirlpool of light in front of Yao, Mo Qingyun's eyes flashed with surprise. He was very surprised by this situation. Under Mo Qingyun's astonished gaze, the corpses of the Holy Light Heaven Sacred Gates people were rapidly sucked into the whirlpool. Immediately after, a powerful aura erupted from the whirlpool of light. As soon as that aura erupted, Mo Qingyun saw a tall figure walk out of the whirlpool of light. Late God Emperor, Mo Qingyun was startled when he sensed that powerful aura. His expression turned grave. He hadn't expected that the fellow summoned by Yao would actually be so powerful. While Mo Qingyun was astonished, he also felt a sense of relief. He said, fortunately, Yao sure used this kind of mystical power. He paid a heavy price. Otherwise, I would have been in a bit of trouble facing their combined attacks. Samsara Battle Spirit, kill him. After summoning Lin Hui's Battle Spirit, Yao ordered it to attack Mo Qingyun. After giving the order, Yao turned and fled. He didn't dare stay any longer. His strength had been greatly reduced. If he continued to stay, he would be in great danger. Yes, master. Hearing Yao's order, the Samsara Battle Spirit responded and charged towards Mo Qingyun. Seeing the Samsara Battle Spirit attacking, Mo Qingyun didn't dare to hesitate. He quickly condensed a door of light in his hand. Seal. After condensing the sealed door, Mo Qingyun blasted it towards the Samsara Battle Spirit to weaken its strength. The Samsara Battle Spirit didn't dodge the sealed door's attack. It allowed the sealed door to strike its body. But what surprised Mo Qingyun was that when the gate of sealing crashed into the Samsara Battle Spirit's body, it didn't weaken its strength at all. This is troublesome. I can't fight it head-on. Seeing that the sealed door didn't have much effect, Mo Qingyun frowned. He wasn't willing to fight it any longer. He still had to find Qian Linglong and the other girl. He couldn't waste too much time here. Soon after, Mo Qingyun turned and prepared to escape from the Samsara Battle Spirit. Seeing that Mo Qingyun was about to leave, the Samsara Battle Spirit hurriedly chased after him. Mo Qingyun wasn't surprised that the Samsara Battle Spirit chased after him. He used all his strength to try and shake it off. Following that, Mo Qingyun and the Samsara Battle Spirit chased each other, shuttling through the Holy War Continent. Chapter 34:10. Even though the Samsara Battle Spirit had a high cultivation, Mo Qingyun's speed was much faster. Hence, it cannot catch up to Mo Qingyun. Of course, the reason why the Samsara Battle Spirit could keep trailing behind was because Mo Qingyun did not use the teleportation gate. If Mo Qingyun used the teleportation gate, he could easily shake off the Samsara Battle Spirit. The reason why Mo Qingyun did not say this was because he was worried that he would be teleported too far away by using the teleportation gate. At that time, it would undoubtedly be more troublesome for him to summon Qian Linglong and the other girl. Other than that, Mo Qingyun was also worried that if he used the teleportation gate to shake off the samsara battle spirit, what would happen if Qian Linglong and the other girl encountered him? If nothing unexpected happened, Qian Linglong might have suffered some injuries after leaving the Tribe Mountain. Even if they were not injured given their strength, it would be hard for them to fight against a late-stage god emperor samsara battle spirit. Linglong, where exactly are the two of them? As Mo Qingyun rushed forward, his mind was spinning rapidly. He was trying to guess where the two girls went. Not long later, Mo Qingyun had traversed more than 100,000 kilometers, yet he still did not discover any traces of the two girls. Accurately speaking, other than the samsara battle spirit behind him, Mo Qingyun did not see anyone else. After searching for a while, Mo Qingyun changed his train of thought. He thought, all right, I know where to find Linglong. Could they have come to find me? If that's the case, they should be escaping towards the southwest of the Sacred War Continent. The moment Mo Qingyun thought of this, he no longer hesitated. He immediately turned around and rushed towards the southwest. As for the samsara battle spirit chasing after him, it also turned around and chased after Mo Qingyun. Following that, Mo Qingyun frantically rushed towards the southwest under the pursuit of the samsara battle spirit. As Mo Qingyun continued rushing, he finally met some people. He did not know where they came from. Look, that's a samsara battle spirit. Someone is being chased by a samsara battle spirit. The people of the Radiant Heavenly Holy Clan have to pay a huge price to use the Gate of Reincarnation. He actually forced the Radiant Heavenly Holy Clan to such a state. To be able to summon a reincarnation battle spirit of a late-stage God Emperor, it seems the person this person found has an extraordinary status in the Bright Light Sacred Clan. They're coming our way, retreat. Seeing Mo Qingyun approaching them, the people who were discussing were frightened. In their opinion, Mo Qingyun's actions were to share the pressure of being chased by the samsara battle spirit. Please wait a moment. I have something to ask you. Seeing those people running away, Mo Qingyun smiled bitterly. He didn't expect this to happen. Hearing Mo Qingyun's words, one of them said coldly, "You can ask, but you have to keep your distance from us. Otherwise, even if we know, we won't tell you." Hearing the other party's words, Mo Qingyun retreated without hesitation. As Mo Qingyun distanced himself, the expressions of those people relaxed. One of them said impatiently, "Speak. What do you want to ask?" "I want to ask if you have seen the two ladies. They should look like this." The moment Mo Qingyun's words came out, the few people were stunned. They were stunned by Mo Qingyun's question. They truly didn't expect Mo Qingyun to ask such a question. After a moment, Mo Qingyun finished describing the appearances of the few ladies. He discovered that their reactions were not right. He said, "Could it be that you have met them? Could they be in danger?" In Mo Qingyun's opinion, the reactions of these people were not right. Qian Linglong and the other lady might be in danger. Hearing Mo Qingyun's words, the few people knew that Mo Qingyun had misunderstood. Soon after, one of them smiled bitterly and said, "Brother, we don't know if the ladies you mentioned are in danger. However, we know very well whether they are in danger or not. At this point, you actually still have the mind to think about the ladies. You're too careless." Hearing their words, Mo Qingyun was speechless. He didn't ask them anymore. From their reactions, Mo Qingyun guessed that they hadn't seen Qian Linglong and the other ladies. Mo Qingyun's questioning was fruitless, so he quickened his pace and rushed forward. As for the samsara battle spirit behind him, it followed closely behind Mo Qingyun. Seeing this situation, those people stopped in their tracks and looked at Mo Qingyun in shock. At this moment, they admired Mo Qingyun to the extreme. Being chased by the samsara battle spirit like this, Mo Qingyun was still very calm. This was really impressive. A few days passed very quickly. During these few days, Mo Qingyun had been chased by the samsara battle spirit and hadn't even been able to rest. Of course, Mo Qingyun didn't dare stop to rest before finding Qianling Long and the other lady. After running for a few days, Mo Qingyun realized a problem and said, "It's not a good idea to keep running like this. Although the samsara battle spirit can't do anything to me, my glorious light is being consumed. I have to find a way to replenish it." Under normal circumstances, Mo Qingyun wouldn't have been worried. If he ran out of glorious light, he could slowly search for it. However, the situation was different now. There was a samsara battle spirit behind him. It wouldn't be easy for him to search for glorious light with peace of mind. "I have to deal with the guy behind me." Mo Qingyun made a decision in his heart. He began to look for a tribal territory and choose a place to deal with the samsara battle spirit. Just like this, Mo Qingyun ran for another day and finally found a tribal territory. This was a well-preserved tribal territory. This is it. After confirming the location, Mo Qingyun didn't hesitate and flew directly to the tribal mountaintop. Seeing Mo Qingyun land on the mountaintop, the samsara battle spirit hurriedly followed and soon flew to the top of the mountain. Sure enough, its spiritual wisdom is endless. Seeing the samsara battle spirit's actions, the corners of Mo Qingyun's mouth curled up slightly, revealing a faint smile. Immediately, his figure flashed and landed on the ground at extreme speed. Divine Thunder Dragon Transformation Wave. When Mo Qingyun landed, he unleashed a mystique and blasted it toward the samsara battle spirit. Soon, a huge black dragon formed above Mo Qingyun and flew toward the samsara battle spirit. At this moment, when Mo Qingyun made his move, a group of familiar figures rushed up the mountain. "Brother Mo." When the leader of the group saw Mo Qingyun at the top of the mountain, he immediately revealed a pleasantly surprised smile. This person was naturally Ding Sun of the human race. Ding Sun didn't expect that he would meet Mo Qingyun here. However, when Ding Sun greeted him, he mainly saw the samsara battle spirit in midair. What shocked him even more was that Mo Qingyun actually bombarded the samsara battle spirit and aroused the tribe's guardian progenitor battle spirit. This is too big of a gamble. Seeing Mo Qingyun's actions, Ding Sun was stunned and hurriedly stopped in his tracks. The situation at the top of the mountain was too dangerous. They couldn't go up. They couldn't afford to join in the fun. Chapter 34:11. It's actually that brat. He's actually being chased by the samsara battle spirit. Is he crazy? He blasted the samsara battle spirit into the air. Wouldn't that incite ancestors' battle spirit? This brat is truly a madman. If he is attacked by the samsara battle spirit and the primogenitor battle spirit, he would definitely die. Seeing Mo Qingyun's actions, the group of people around Ding Sun revealed a look of shock. An early-stage God Emperor came to the side of Ding Sun and asked Senior Apprentice Brother Ding Sun, "No matter what, he did help us previously. Should we help him?" Hearing the words of this young man, Yin Chao did not wait for Ding Sun to reply. He had a look of dissatisfaction. "Senior Apprentice Brother Ding Yu, that brat helped us previously and extorted a large amount of sacred glorious light from us. We don't owe him any favors." Hearing Yin Chao say this, the others nodded. They felt that Yin Chao's words made sense. Ding Sun originally wanted to persuade Yin Chao against his suggestion, but in the end, he did not say anything. He had already raised his suggestion. As for how Ding Sun would decide, it would depend on Mo Qingyun's fortune. Ding Sun hesitated for a moment before making a decision. The samsara battle spirit and the primogenitor battle spirit are extremely strong. They have both reached the late-stage God-Emperor realm. You guys won't be of much use. All of you stay here. I'll go over to take a look and see if I can help bring Brother Mo out of this place. As soon as Ding Sun finished speaking, he flew towards Mo Qingyun without waiting for anyone to speak. Very soon, Ding Sun arrived at the mountain peak. He came to the side of Mo Qingyun and said, "Brother Mo, we meet again. Let me lend you a hand." The moment Ding Sun finished speaking, he acted against the primogenitor battle spirit. He was prepared to share the burden of Mo Qingyun. Seeing this action of Ding Sun, Mo Qingyun was startled. He hurriedly said, "Brother Ding, hurry up and retreat. Don't act against the primogenitor battle spirit." Ding Sun's sudden action gave Mo Qingyun a headache. His plan was disrupted. He had awakened the primogenitor battle spirit to help deal with the samsara battle spirit. If Ding Sun was entangled with the primogenitor battle spirit, wouldn't be wasting his efforts. Why? Hearing Mo Qingyun's words, Ding Sun was somewhat puzzled. He felt that his brain wasn't enough. However, after thinking about it, he quickly retreated. He had a vague feeling that Mo Qingyun had asked him to do this for some reason. Then, Ding Sun rapidly drew back, breaking free from the attack of the ancestral battle spirit. Door of Calamity. Seeing Ding Sun withdraw from the battle circle, Mo Qingyun no longer hesitated and immediately launched an attack on the samsara battle spirit. Soon, a door of light shining with bloody light shot out from Mo Qingyun's palm. Puchi. Facing the attack of the door of disaster, the samsara battle spirit also didn't resist. It allowed the door of disaster to bombard it. After being attacked by the door of bloody calamity, the aura emitted by the samsara battle spirit underwent a change. His originally sinister and violent aura seemed to have become gloomy and weak. Even his battle prowess seemed to have weakened. What a strange, supernatural ability. Seeing Mo Qingyun make a move, Ding Sun's expression was startled, and he had some doubts. He said, "The supernatural power that Brother Mo used just now doesn't seem to belong to the Dark Heaven Holy Clan. He's really becoming more and more mysterious." Under Ding Sun's curious gaze, Mo Qingyun's figure flashed. He brought the samsara battle spirit into the air. Roar! As Mo Qingyun and the samsara battle spirit approached, the ancestral battle spirit roared and rushed towards the samsara battle spirit. Seeing the ancestral battle spirit's performance, Mo Qingyun revealed a pleasantly surprised smile. "It's a success. Like this, it'll be much easier to deal with the samsara battle spirit." Mo Qingyun was secretly overjoyed. He didn't delay any longer and immediately rushed towards the samsara battle spirit. Using the strength of the ancestral battle spirit, Mo Qingyun easily crushed the samsara battle spirit. In the blink of an eye, he had wounded it. Seeing this scene, Ding Sun was stunned where he stood. He felt that this wasn't real at all. This is also possible. Ding Sun's heart was on the verge of collapse. He felt that his worldview had been greatly impacted. The ancestral battle spirit that they had all avoided had actually become a powerful helper in front of Mo Qingyun. No wonder he brought the samsara battle spirit here. He deliberately awakened the ancestral battle spirit. At this moment, Ding Sun had a clear understanding of Mo Qingyun's thoughts. At the same time, he also admired Mo Qingyun to the extreme. He could even think of such a method. "It looks like there's no need for my help." Seeing Mo Qingyun's situation, Ding Sun couldn't help but sigh. He slowly flew towards Ding Yu and the others. At this moment, Ding Yu and the others at the foot of the mountain were all shocked as they saw Mo Qingyun's actions. Ding Yu exclaimed, "This Sir Mo Qingyun is truly a heaven-gifted genius. To think that he could think of such a method to deal with the samsara battle spirit chasing after him." Hearing Ding Yu's words, the others nodded. They also thought so in their hearts. Seeing that everyone admired Mo Qingyun, Yin Chao felt a little indignant. He said, "This is his good luck. If his plan had failed, the outcome would have been different." Ding Yu didn't agree with Yin Chao's thoughts. He said, regardless of whether he succeeded or not, his courage and his wonderful ideas are something that we can't compare to. Looking at the two arguing, Ding Sun waved his hand helplessly. He said, "Stop arguing. Since Brother Mo is fine, let's leave this place." "Leave?" Hearing Ding Sun's idea, Yin Chao was shocked. He felt a strong sense of reluctance. He said, "Senior Brother Ding Sun, this tribe's mountain is well preserved. There might be treasures left on it. If we leave like this, wouldn't that be letting that kid take advantage of us?" Hearing Yin Chao's words, Ding Sun revealed an unhappy expression and said, "Yin Chao, this tribe was found by Brother Mo first. Now that he's fighting with the primogenitor battle spirit, how can we take advantage of his precarious situation? Furthermore, if you dare to go up now, you won't even know how you died. The ancestral battle spirit and the samsara battle spirit are both late-stage god emperors. They can easily kill the few of you. After being reprimanded by Ding's son, Yin Chao didn't dare to speak anymore. He felt some lingering fear in his heart. He had forgotten about this point. Don't think too much. Since Brother Mo arrived first, this place will belong to him. After reprimanding Yin Chao, Ding Sun walked down the mountain and continued searching for new opportunities. Seeing Ding Sun's actions, Ding Yu and the others hurried to follow. They soon left the mountain. After Ding Sun and the others left, Mo Qingyun immediately sensed it. He had a better impression of Ding Sun. He thought, this Ding Sun is not bad. Not only is he loyal, he's also very principled. Perhaps I can befriend him. Chapter 34:12. The aura of the primogenitor battle spirit is still very strong. It can't kill the reincarnation battle spirit yet. Feeling the aura of the primogenitor battle spirit, Mo Qingyun slowed down his offense. He was not in a rush to kill the reincarnation battle spirit, because the moment he killed the reincarnation battle spirit, the primogenitor battle spirit would lose its target and turn to attack him. Mo Qingyun was unwilling to accept such an outcome. Following that, Mo Qingyun maintained his control over the situation. At the same time, he consumed the strength of the reincarnation battle spirit and primogenitor battle spirit. Time passed bit by bit. Several hours later, under Mo Qingyun's careful maintenance, the strength of the primogenitor battle spirit and reincarnation battle spirit had been weakened to the extreme. Currently, the primogenitor battle spirit and reincarnation battle spirit could only exert strength at the early stage God Emperor level. Mo Qingyun could easily suppress this level of strength. It's time to deal with them. Mo Qingyun decided in his heart. He no longer held back and attacked the reincarnation battle spirit with his full strength. Following Mo Qingyun's full strength attack, the body of the reincarnation battle spirit was almost instantly blasted apart. Not after a short while. Under Mo Qingyun's attack, the reincarnation battle spirit was blasted apart. It completely disappeared from the world. Following the death of the reincarnation battle spirit, the primogenitor battle spirit lost its target. It then charged towards Mo Qingyun. Since the reincarnation battle spirit has been destroyed, there is no meaning for you to stay any longer. Seeing the primogenitor battle spirit attacking him, Mo Qingyun revealed a faint grin on his face. He frenziedly attacked the other party. Without the primogenitor battle spirit, it was much easier to deal with it. In less than 15 minutes, Mo Qingyun had forcefully destroyed it. The trouble has finally been resolved. After dealing with the two battle spirits, Mo Qingyun let out a deep breath. He felt much more relaxed. Mo Qingyun rested for a moment before looking at the nearby Great Hall. I wonder if anyone from this tribe has stepped into this place and taken away the treasures. Harboring an intense expectation, Mo Qingyun walked into a great hall. The moment Mo Qingyun entered the great hall, a dazzling light came from the center of the great hall. Looking over, one could see a huge lump of light in front of a huge statue. So much brilliant light. Seeing battle spirit light. If I fuse it into my body, I should be able to fuse it into my body. Even if I stay in the Sacred War Continent for a month, I might not be able to finish consuming it, all of it, even if I stay in the Sacred Continent for a month. With this thought in mind, Mo Qingyun no longer hesitated and immediately began to collect the holy light. Mo, brilliant light, was battle spirit, light battle spirit body. Is battle for me? For it. Mo Qingyun was pleasantly surprised as he looked at the brilliant light battle spirit body. He looked at the other palaces and said, the first palace is already a huge harvest. I wonder what the other palaces will have. Mo Qingyun quickly walked to the other palaces with a strong sense of expectation. He began to search them. To Mo Qingyun's disappointment, there were no treasures left in the other palaces. To be exact, there was not even a bit of brilliant light. Even if there was, it was very little. There's one last palace left. I hope it won't disappoint me. Mo Qingyun muttered to himself. He walked into the last palace with a strong sense of expectation. Mo Qingyun walked into the palace. The structure and layout inside were different from what he had imagined. This seems to be a treasure. Looking around the palace, Missouri Qingyun guessed the purpose of the palace. He became even more interested in it. I wonder if there are any cultivation manuals left in this palace. Mo Qingyun was still very lacking in cultivation methods and abilities. He only had the divine lightning dragon transformation wave and the dark demonic dragon's sky-devouring roar. More importantly, these two abilities were both long-range attacks. There were some drawbacks. Mo Qingyun walked to the second floor of the palace with curiosity and expectation. He searched the palace seriously. The second floor was not very big. There were only a few bookshelves with a few old books on them. These books had been weathered due to the passage of time. Mo Qingyun touched them, and they turned to dust. They fell from the bookshelves. Mo Qingyun was somewhat disappointed. He looked at the third floor and said, "There's still the third floor left. I hope it won't be the same as here." Mo Qingyun muttered to himself. He came to the third floor. The space on the third floor was even smaller. There was only a desk, a bookshelf, and a few chairs. Mo Qingyun glanced around. He found that the desk was messy, as if it was caused by someone in a panic. It seems that when the owner of this palace left, he was already in a state of panic. Looking at the situation on the desk, Mo Qingyun thought for a moment and roughly guessed the situation. Under Mo Qingyun's observation, he walked to the desk and casually picked up a brush. Clang! As soon as Mo Qingyun touched the brush, he clearly felt a sharp aura attack him. He saw that the originally plain brush, under the touch of his hand, actually burst out with a sharp sword-like aura. What a powerful brush! Sensing the aura emitted by the brush, Mo Qingyun was shocked. In terms of power alone, this brush's huge power is not weaker than Conran's god-slaying blood demon sword. With this thought in mind, Mo Qingyun picked up the brush and began to study it carefully. This is just an ordinary brush. The reason why it's powerful is because the person using it is powerful. After observing the brush for a while, Mo Qingyun had a clear understanding of its strength. He said, "Once the energy gathered on it is exhausted, it will become an ordinary brush." Although the brush was not a divine weapon, Mo Qingyun did not care and put it away in his storage bracelet. Next, Mo Qingyun picked up the other things on the desk and observed them one by one. They were similar to brushes. They had been used by powerful people for a long time and were stained with a touch of aura that did not dissipate for a long time. After putting away the things on the desk, Mo Qingyun looked at the bookshelf at the side, but saw that it was empty. It seems that this is the only opportunity in this treasure. With this thought, Mo Qingyun did not want to stay any longer. He turned and prepared to leave. Just as Mo Qingyun turned and was about to leave, in the corner of the bookshelf, an ancient book attracted his attention. This book must have been accidentally left behind when the owner of this place left. Mo Qingyun thought to himself. He walked towards the book and carefully picked it up. Mo Qingyun was very worried. Like the books on the second floor, it turned to dust as soon as he touched it. 9 Heaven Battle Cultivation Technique. When Mo Qingyun held the book in his hand, the words on the book entered his eyes. Chapter 34:13. Translator. Endless Fantasy Translation Editor. Endless Fantasy Translation. Please wait for a moment. After the content has been updated, please refresh the page to receive the latest update. Chapter 34:14. Translator. Audiobook Studio Editor. Audiobook Studio. Please wait for a moment. After the content has been updated, please refresh the page to receive the latest update. Chapter 34:15. Run that way. Mo Qingyun's figure flashed and appeared in front of Kuei Ying and the others, blocking their way. Blocking the path of Kuei Ying and the others, Mo Qingyun blasted out a palm strike. Divine power madly converged on his palm. Immediately, this divine power fused with the threads of law and blasted towards Kuei Ing and the other two. Boy, you're courting death. Facing Mo Qingyun's attack, the trio was furious, gnashing their teeth and roaring. Although they were angry, they had to admit that they had been stopped by Mo Qingyun. Immediately, the trio attacked with all their strength, bombarding the approaching Thunder Dragon. Door of Calamity. After using the divine Thunder Dragon transformation wave to block Kuei Ing and the other two's path, Mo Qingyun did not stop and continued to attack the three. Soon, a door of light with flowing bloodlight condensed in Mo Qingyun's hand and bombarded Kuei Ing. Facing the attack of the Door of Calamity, Kuei Ing was almost unable to react and was blasted into his body. Under the attack of the Door of Calamity, Kuei Ing frowned and a touch of surprise flashed in his eyes. He vaguely felt that under Mo Qingyun's sudden attack, he seemed to have suffered an attack. But he found that he had not suffered any harm. He just felt that something was wrong. Roar! Before Kuei Ing could react, the ancestor fighting spirit pounced on him, crazily attacking him. Seeing this situation, Kuei Ying's expression tightened and his face became livid. The ancestor fighting spirit had been awakened by Mo Qingyun, but it attacked him and ignored Mo Qingyun. This result really made him depressed and gave rise to a strong sense of grievance. Seeing this result, Kong Luo'er in the hall was pleasantly surprised, and a strong sense of excitement emerged in her eyes. This guy is quite smart. He knows to use the power of the ancestor fighting spirit. However, it is also very dangerous to do so. Fortunately, he is lucky. It's just that, although Kuei Ing is entangled with the powerful strength of Kuei Lu and the others, it will not be easy for him to deal with them. Thinking of this, Kong Luo'er's heart was filled with worry, and her pretty face became tense again. Under Kong Luo'er's gaze, Mo Qingyun glanced at the trio and then turned his head to look outside the hall. Let's rescue Kong Luo'er first, ask about the specific situation, and then deal with them. With that thought in mind, Mo Qingyun's figure flashed, and he appeared outside the hall. Seeing Mo Qingyun's actions, the trio's expressions changed greatly, and they hurriedly said to the people at the entrance of the hall, "Be careful. That boy is coming. He wants to attack you. He's going to attack." Upon hearing Kuei Ying's warning, the group of people from the Sunflower Heavenly Sacred Gate immediately resisted Mo Qingyun's attack. Soon, a mysterious door of light appeared in front of them. Once these light gates were formed, figures walked out of them one after another, heading towards Mo Qingyun. Break! Facing the incoming figures, Mo Qingyun did not avoid them at all. Instead, he began to attack them in a domineering manner. Under Mo Qingyun's powerful attacks, the shadow warriors charging at him were blown apart one by one. However, what gave Mo Qingyun a headache was that every time he killed one of these shadow, a few more would walk out of the light door. It felt as if there was no end to it. Looks like I really won't be able to get rid of you guys if I don't use some vicious moves. Seeing this situation, Mo Qingyun did not waste any time and immediately used Heaven's Might secret skill. Immediately, dark clouds began to gather in the sky above the mountain, and a terrifying aura and majesty erupted. Seeing this situation, everyone from the Heavenly Holy Gate was shocked to the point that their expressions changed drastically. This is the Heaven's Might secret skill. This brat actually has the Heaven's Might tyrant body. Hurry up and stop him. We can't let him use the Heaven's Might secret skill. Kuei Shun, Kuei Lei, and I will hold back the primogenitor's battle spirit while we deal with that brat. Seeing Mo Qingyun using the Heaven's Might secret skill, the people of the Sunflower Dew Heaven Holy Gate immediately became flustered. Kuei Shun's figure flashed. He arrived in front of Mo Qingyun and slapped his palm towards Mo Qingyun. Facing Kuei Shun's attack, Mo Qingyun was not afraid at all. With a disdainful expression, he said, "You think too highly of yourself if you think you can fight me head-on." After exchanging blows with the people of the Sunflower Dew Holy Gate a few times, Mo Qingyun had a basic understanding of their methods. The most troublesome part of the Sunflower Aqua Heaven's Holy Clan was that they could constantly summon projection clones to fight with the enemy, slowly exhausting the enemy's strength. Therefore, if one wanted to kill the people of the Sunwater Heaven Holy Gate, they had to first eliminate their original bodies. From the exchange, just now, Mo Qingyun discovered that the human body of the Sunflower Dew Heaven's Holy School was not too strong. His situation was similar to that of the Bright Light Heaven Holy Gate. He specialized in healing and healing. As such, why would Mo Qingyun feel fear when facing Kuei Shen's attack? Pum. After exchanging blows with Mo Qingyun, Kuei Shen was directly sent flying. His arms were trembling from the impact, and several parts of his body were injured. Seeing such a situation, the people of the Sunflower Dew Heaven Holy Gate all revealed shocked expressions. With Kuei Shen's early-stage God-Emperor cultivation, he was actually suppressed by Mo Qingyun in a direct confrontation. This brat's strength seems to be so strong that it is frightening. The situation is not good. Seeing Kuei Shen being sent flying, Kuei Ying's expression turned ugly. Anxiety rose in his heart. Even Kuei Shen was not a match for Mo Qingyun, much less the other clansmen. Under his anxiety, Kuei Ying's figure flashed as he charged towards Mo Qingyun, ignoring the attacks of the primogenitor battle spirit. Facing Kuei Ying's attack, Mo Qingyun did not meet it head-on. Instead, he chose to retreat. Mo Qingyun dodged several times, avoiding Kuei Ying's attack and pulling away from him. Since Kuei Ying's attack failed, he did not dare to pursue because the attack of the primogenitor battle spirit had already arrived in front of him. If not for Kuei Lu sharing the burden, he would have been sent flying by the primogenitor battle spirit. Hong Dong Dong. At this time, Mo Qingyun used the Heaven's Might secret skill, sending down terrifying thunder. Seeing this, Kuei Ying did not hesitate. He immediately shouted to the clansmen, "Kuei Shen, bring everyone back. Don't care about the girl in the hall. Kuei Lu, we will cover everyone's retreat. Retreat to the bottom of the mountain and wait for them." At this moment, Kuei Ying understood that with the interference of the primogenitor battle spirit, they could not do anything to Mo Qingyun. Moreover, once Kong Luo left the hall, their situation would be even worse. All right. Hearing Kuei Ying's instructions, Kuei Shen was unwilling, but he still brought everyone back. Not long after, the clansmen of the Sunflower Aqua Holy School had all retreated from the mountain peak. Seeing their clansmen leave, Kuei Ying and Kuei Lu no longer hesitated. They also retreated down the mountain peak. As Kuei Ying and Kuei Lu fled, the primogenitor battle spirit lost its target. Its attention fell on Mo Qingyun. Following that, the primogenitor battle spirit roared and charged towards Mo Qingyun. Chapter 34:16. Translator, Endless Fantasy Translation Editor. Endless Fantasy Translation, please wait for a moment. After the content has been updated, please refresh the page to receive the latest update. Chapter 34:17. Translator, Endless Fantasy Translation Editor. Endless Fantasy Translation, please wait for a moment. After the content has been updated, please refresh the page to receive the latest update. Chapter 34:18. Translator, Endless Fantasy Translation Editor. Endless Fantasy Translation, please wait for a moment. After the content has been updated, please refresh the page to receive the latest update. Chapter 34:19. Translator, Endless Fantasy Translation Editor. Endless Fantasy Translation, please wait for a moment. After the content has been updated, please refresh the page to receive the latest update. Chapter 34:20. Translator, Endless Fantasy Translation Editor. Endless Fantasy Translation, please wait for a moment. After the content has been updated, please refresh the page to receive the latest update. You're tuning in to the Warrior Lore YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.